Hello everyone, I'm so happy you're here today, because today we're going to talk about something that can change everything. Your mood, your health, your relationships, your future. And that is the power of positive thinking. Let's start with a simple truth. Your thoughts shape your world. Every action you take, every emotion you feel, begins as a single thought in your mind. If those thoughts are negative, your life begins to feel heavy, full of worry, fear and limitation. But if your thoughts are positive, full of hope, gratitude and confidence, your life begins to transform in ways you can't even imagine. Positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring your problems. It means facing them with a new attitude. An attitude that says, I can handle this. I will learn from this. I will grow stronger because of this. You see, the difference between people who rise and those who stay stuck is not luck, not money, not talent. It's mindset. It's how they think when life gets hard. Let me ask you something. How many times have you let one negative thought ruin your whole day? Maybe you woke up late, spilled your coffee, or got a bad message from someone, and suddenly you said to yourself, this is going to be a bad day. And guess what? Your brain started searching for every little thing that could go wrong just to prove you were right. That's how powerful our thoughts are. What you focus on expands. When you focus on problems, you get more problems. When you focus on solutions, you start finding them everywhere. Your mind is like a mirror. It reflects what you show it. If you show it fear, it reflects fear. If you show it faith, it reflects hope. That's how powerful our thoughts are. What you focus on expands. When you focus on problems, you get more problems. When you focus on solutions, you start finding them everywhere. Your mind is like a mirror. It reflects what you show it. If you show it fear, it reflects fear. If you show it faith, it reflects hope. Now, let's talk about something even deeper. Science tells us that our brains are wired to protect us from danger. That's why negative thoughts come so easily. Our brains are like alarm systems, always looking for threats. But here's the good news. You can train your brain to think positively. Just like a muscle, your mind becomes stronger with practice. Start by catching your negative thoughts. When you hear that voice in your head saying, I can't do this, or I'll never be good enough, pause and ask yourself, is that really true? Or is it just fear talking? Then replace it with something better. I may not know everything yet, but I can learn. I've failed before, but I've also succeeded. I am trying, and that's what matters. That's how you begin to reprogram your brain, one thought at a time. Remember, positive thinking is not magic. It doesn't mean you'll never have problems again. It means that when problems come, you'll face them with courage and faith instead of fear. Let me tell you a short story. There was once a man who always complained, every day. He found something to be angry about. The weather, the traffic, his job, his neighbors. He believed life was against him. One day, he met a wise old woman who told him, life gives you what you focus on. If you keep looking for the bad, you'll find it everywhere. But if you start looking for the good, you'll see miracles. At first, he didn't believe her. But the next morning, he decided to try. He woke up and said, I'm grateful I can breathe. He smiled at a stranger. He noticed the sunrise for the first time in years. Slowly, his life began to change. Not because the world changed, but because his perspective did. That's what happens when you start thinking positively. You begin to see beauty in ordinary things. You start feeling grateful for what you have instead of angry about what you don't. And gratitude, gratitude is the key. When you're grateful, it's impossible to be negative at the same time. Try this tonight. Before you go to bed, write down 3 things you're thankful for. They can be small, a meal, a friend, a peaceful moment. Do it every day for 30 days, and you'll notice your mind starts searching for good things automatically. That's how transformation begins. Now, let's talk about how positive thinking affects your body. When you think positive thoughts, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, the happiness hormones. They reduce stress, improve your sleep, and even strengthen your immune system. But when you're full of fear, worry, and anger, your body produces cortisol, a hormone that makes you tired, anxious, and even sick over time. So, thinking positively is not just good for your soul, it's medicine for your body. Let's be real, though. There will be days when you don't feel positive at all. You might feel tired, lost, or overwhelmed. That's okay. Positivity is not about pretending. It's about choosing to get back up, choosing to believe that things can get better. When you fall, get up. When you fail, learn. When you're hurt, heal. And when you doubt yourself, remember this. You have survived 100% of your hardest days. You are stronger than you think. The next time life feels heavy, close your eyes and breathe. Say to yourself, I am here. I am alive. I am capable. Remind yourself that every storm passes, every dark night ends, and every sunrise brings new hope. Your life is not defined by what happens to you, but by how you respond. And your response begins with your thoughts. Start speaking to yourself with kindness. Talk to yourself like someone you love. Say, I am proud of you. I forgive you. You're doing your best. Because when you change how you talk to yourself, you change how you experience life. Positive thinking is like a seed. You plant it in your mind, water it every day with good thoughts, and watch it grow into confidence, peace, and happiness. So, my message to you today is simple but powerful. Train your mind to see the good in every situation. Focus on progress, not perfection, and believe, truly believe, that no matter what happens, you have the power to create a beautiful life. You deserve happiness. You deserve peace. You deserve to live with hope and joy. And it all begins with a single choice: to think positively, to believe in yourself, and to never give up. Because when you change your thoughts, you don't just change your mind. You change your entire world. Thank you for listening. Stay hopeful, stay kind, and keep shining. Because the world needs your light.